The first thing you must understand is that everything changed the moment the willow died. Not just a willow, it was the centerpiece of the Hawthorne estate, a 30-meter tall leafy symbol of our lineage. It had been my grandmother Alara. She loved that tree more than her own children. When the arborist confirmed an insidious disease, grandmother didn't cry. She had the enormous trunk felled immediately and ordered the wood stored. A century of growth will not go to waste, she declared. That's where the trouble started. The weight of that dead wood was heavier than the living tree. My father was the dutiful son, expecting the estate and the chairmanship of Hawthorne Industries. My aunt, the volatile artist, was estranged, living off a minimal trust fund. Convinced she'd been robbed, they hadn't spoken in 5 years. 2 weeks after the willow was cut, grandmother called them back to the cavernous drawing room. She sat at the head of the long table, small, yet powerful. "I'm changing the will," she announced, her voice unnervingly clear. My aunt just offered a small smile. "Elias, you get the company," grandmother continued. "It's your life, your burden." Relief washed over my father. He'd won. Then grandmother turned to Beatrice. "And you, my dear, get the house." Elias sputtered. "The house? Mother, that's a fortune. And you can't sell it without the company's charter agreement." Grandmother held up a hand. "There's a codicil, a condition for Beatrice. And this is the moment I want you to remember." The groundskeeper wheeled in a huge, beautiful, fashioned from the dark striated wood of the dead willow. It smelled faintly of earth and old rain. "This chest," grandmother announced, her voice rising now with a triumphant, final energy, "contains the last of the family's liquid assets. $1 million in bearer bonds. Beatrice can only inherit the house if she opens this chest and shares its contents with her brother." Silence. My father stared at the chest. Beatrice stared at the old, intricate brass lock. "The key is in the lock," Beatrice said, her voice shaking slightly. "No, dear," grandmother corrected, a cruel, final edge to her tone. "The key, the only key, was buried under the stump of the willow tree. And I ordered the stump pulled out this morning." Beatrice gasped. Elias looked confused. "Meaning," grandmother finished, the cold satisfaction evident in her voice, "that the key is now somewhere in a landfill in the county. And until that chest is opened and the bonds are shared, neither of you can sell the house or the company. You are bound to this dead wood and to each other until you find the key." She didn't just divide the assets. She entombed them, turning their inheritance into a permanent, shared prison. The old woman had been planning her final, magnificent act for 40 years, waiting for that tree to die. And that is how the two Hawthorne siblings became prisoners of a dead willow. Still digging, still chained together.